Hello everybody, it's Mike from here. Today we are going to be reading a little story here called More Than 5 Nights. Chapter 1, The Birthday Party. It was a cold, rather rainy day. You were up early-ish this morning to get ready for your new job. Since your 16th birthday, your mother has begged and pleaded, or rather demanded, that you got a new job. And only just a few days ago, you had gotten stuck at a job that no teenager would want to do. Willingly, you had gotten a job at Freddie Fazbear's Pizza. 3 days ago. We're going to be late, your mother called from downstairs as you groggily got out of bed and got dressed. Your younger sister was going to a birthday party, and not just any party. She was going to a party at Freddie Fazbear's Pizza. And she was 13 years old. Yeah, talk about childish. Why do I have the com? You asked in a raised voice as you walked down the stairs. Because your mom said, as she walked over to you, holding her keys, phone, purse. While she worked on getting the door open, I don't want to sit there and talk to Martha. She's, well, you know how she is, she said, looking at you as she got the door open. That was your sister's friend's mother. Your sister came down the stairs and pushed you aside while on her phone, texting her friend, of which is their party. Excuse me, is not that your little sister, who was not paying one bit of attention to you? Little. You thought in your head as you went out the door with your mom, following when three of you piled into the car. Your sister put in her headbuds so she didn't have to listen to either of you, and you just stared out the window as your mom talked to herself, make sure she didn't forget anything. Do you have your... Yes, Mom, I've got it, you interrupted your mother. You sure you've got it? Yes, Mom. Your mom nodded lightly, then started the car and drove off. Once you got to the party place, you lifted your head off the window and looked at the welcoming sign. It was actually kind of welcoming in a way. You all filed out of the car, where you and your sister followed your mom inside. As soon as your sister walked through the door, she saw her friend and ran over to her. They hugged each other and conversed with the other teens that were there. And so the madness begins, you thought, as you looked around the area, taking in your whereabouts. You haven't been here in almost 11 years, and a lot's changed since then. The games are newer. There's a lot more neon lights. The music has progressed and isn't totally boring anymore. Heck, the food might as well be edible now. You felt something tap your left shoulder and looked to see your mom, beckoning you to follow her to a table where she and you could sit, possibly talk and avoid Martha. As you followed your mom, who was following a waitress, you looked around at something of the things in the building. There's some rides that if you put a token in, you get to ride for a short time. There's photo booths and tables where you can play card games. Why couldn't this place always be like this? Out of the corner of your eye, you saw a small stage on the far side of the building, and there seemed to be a little show going on with a bunch of little kids gathered on it. It can't be. You walked up beside your mom as the waitress walked away. Your mom sat down, her purse in the booth next to her. Mom, is that Foxy? You asked, pointing in the direction of the small stage. Why, yes, that is him, she said with a smile. Didn't he used to be over there? This place has changed so much, and it used to be so small, she said. Think of the memories of when you were little. You watched the Pirate Fox as he made children laugh and clap in enjoyment. You used to think he was a little creepy when you were little. In fact, you thought all the animatronics were creepy, were kind of scary. You sat down across from your mother, who was looking at a flat plastic pizza menu. Your sister better eat and not just play games all day, she said as you looked around more. You spotted the bigger stage with its purple curtains blocking off from what's on the other side. What kind of pizza do you want? You heard your mom ask. ask you from making you break your gaze from the stage. Pizza topping pizza. If that's okay. You said swiping a menu and looking over drinks. Can we get a liter of Dr. Pepper? Dr. Pepper too, you asked, feeling a bit more childish than usual. Sure, sweetie, your mom said. She was now looking around the building and thinking of when she'd bring you here all the time. Once the waitress brought you your food and set the two of you up, you ate in an unusual manner. This is a lot better than I remember it being, you said with a mouthful of food, before your mom could tell you not to talk. With the food in your mouth, someone beat her to it. Talking with pizza in your mouth is bad, young lady, said a southern voice, making you almost choke on your food. Pizza is for eating, not for talking, the voice said in a happy tone. You looked to your left to see Chica towering over you and smiling. Holy, you coughed a bit and drank down. So did the wash down the food in your mouth. They've changed so much, you mentally yelled. Chica, said a feminine voice from over yonder. One of the waitresses walked over to the tall, round animatronic. What are you doing here? You have a show in 3 minutes, she said, in a hurried tone, going behind the chicken and pushing her towards the stage. I do. I must have forgotten, she said, not moving one bit. Please, Chica, move, the waitress pleaded, still pushing on the animatronic. Chica, what are you doing? Come on, come get ready for the show. A cool voice said, grabbing you for your mother's, the waitress's, and Chica's attention. It was none other than Freddy Fazbear's. Oh my God! You mentally panicked and ducked down in the booth a bit as the large bear made his way over to the chicken. Freddy gave her a calm look, and she nodded, heading back to the stage and making the waitress fall flat on her stomach because she lost the thing she was leaning on. Freddy helped her up and apologized. It's okay, Freddy. You should get ready too. The bear smiled and nodded, then looked at you. And I'm sorry about my friend. She can be a bit absent-minded sometimes. He apologized. You tried to speak, but your voice failed, and nothing would come out. It's a problem, your mother said, making you sit up a little to look at her. Freddy nodded and smiled, then looked back at you. Is she shy? He asked your mother. Makes her laugh a bit. No, just hasn't been here in a long time and is a little overwhelmed, your mom explained. Freddy's smile widened, making you sink back down again. What a pretty name, he said in his calm voice. The waitress pushed on him a bit. Come on, Freddy, he nodded. Goodbye. Hope to see you again, he said as he waved, walking away with the waitress. That was so cute. Be quiet, Mom. As the waitress cleared your things, it was now around 5 o'clock in the evening, and you two were talking about getting you a job. Well, everything you suggested as a good workplace would be awful, and I know you really want me to get a job as soon as possible, but why can't I just take my time with this? You asked your mother, who had her arms crossed over her chest. Honey, I can't take care of you forever, and now's a perfect time for you to start learning how to hold your own. The two of you argued quietly to make sure you don't bother anyone else. The waitress couldn't help but listen in as she cleaned up your tables. You know, she interrupted the two of you, catching both of your attention. There's a job opening here. Mr. Sarkozy is always looking for extra help. Really? Your mom was interested? Oh no, Mom. Where's this Mr. Sarkozy? Your mom, I think it's supposed to say. Your mom asked as she stood from her seat and slung her purse over her shoulder. The waitress pointed to a door in one of the corners of the building, and your mom instantly headed in that direction. Mom, don't do this, Mom. You stood from your seat to watch her enter an office and be welcomed by a man in a chocolate brown suit with a red tie. God. Shh. Kid's place. The waitress interrupted. You let out a long groan and sat back down in the booth. And I'm going to be working at a pizza place. You felt odd, like something was watching you from every which way, and it made you squirm a bit in your seat. You looked at the stage and saw a pair of pink eyes watching you, then ducked behind the curtains. Okay, thank you for reading. A heart and thank you for listening. A heart and a comment are always appreciated. I own none of the characters, but the story ideas. All the person that wrote it on quote V. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoy listening in on these awesome stories. I thought this one was really interesting. Of course, I'm a big Five Nights at Freddy's fan, and if you want me to do a chapter 2, first day of work, then just leave it down in the comments below. I mean, I'll still be posting it, but of course, what's a story? What's a story? What's a chapter? What's chapter 1 without chapter 2? I mean, seriously. This is super interesting. So like, subscribe, and favorite if you guys really enjoy these. And we'll see you guys all next time. Bye.